Sham zegt de meisjes dat mem alef om het beest, die niet meer gitte bas van waarschijnlijk niet zo goed is. Nicht mehr das Leben Mordechai ben Ephraim Yehuda. What to say, Rabbi said with the, I said you should say the Yerotzins today. Look, Shkatachno, why you say Yerotzin? Tachta say, the Tachno in the Elam I see is, not Merutz to say Tachno on Shuz Meimeluim. So, aber die Yerotzin, das ist doch eine private Sache. Tachno ist jeder eine für sich. Sagt Tachno, ja sagen, nicht sagen. Es ist ein Tfilis Jochid. Ich kann mir sagen, ich gehe mit, aber Kapon, es hat Tfilis für sich. Aber will man nicht. Aber der Chemiker Basis so an Sunnen Batzore über Shivya, das langt da Twille Bezibbe. Twille langt zum Zibbe, das wegzumachen wegen einer Sache. Was steht nicht in Schuchenach. Aber Haus war ist eingegangen, aber auch zu tun mit der Pidgin Schuim Case. Aber gehalten, der Twille darf noch kommen, der Twille ist. Ich kann push die Sachen. So I was just thinking bei der Pidgin Schuim, interessante Sache. The Rambam counts how many mitzvahs and totally in Pinyin Shuim. After Yacha Kamoicha, Leisamu Adam Yacha. Sag noch, the Zegzim mitzvahs I say was totally in Pinyin Shuim. And so I schwer mitzvah, man sagt einmal, Janet hat Zegetin, der Hegetin, sometimes nicht, der Satmer vielleicht zu sagen, also die mit denen darf man kein Grut. Die mit denen darf man kein Grut. Du lässt man den. Man kann durchgehen mit dem Ding, darf nicht machen, kein Stück. Das habe ich geteilt. So, am Ende darf man mal sagen, sie hatte die Schmeier, aber es soll nicht anfallen, es kommt sich immer hin und her, you know, so. Haben wir gehalten, aber darf der Twilis, aber ich sage. Darf der Twilis. Okay, so Tanai Bezen, ja, lassen wir durchgehen, die Suge noch mal für Tanai Bezen, which is the month in the Tosefta Peri Gimel Halacha Vov. So it's a very interesting. Chaim brings a couple of different interesting shilas. Hatoyim es hagoyim so shechavim es liboy al ma shebekashin al ma shebeteven al ma shebezdodim al ma shebegoyim. You have to have in mind all the different places where there's teven, where there's kernels and there's wheat, where you don't see it because you have to give truma from it. I told him as agas, so she have as liboy. Why liboy? Because it's interessant. Why liboy? I said, Pasha zok b'chareze truma. There's a kriya shem. Says taka azach was says nechshav lechem trumasdem. You could do it duam shebelev, but katchila chazal kevei zen zok truma. But that's what you see. What you don't see, bezet nicht. So there's no kriya shem on that. Steht on the sefter. So she have as liboy. Amasha bechatzanim, by bittul amasha. I don't see it. But I do see the chazite, the loy chazite, and they state the lotion though. Amasha bezagim, it's just talking Gemara. It's only at the sefter. How do I know? Because the Chaim sagt, it's not talking Gemara. It's like the atoyim es abor, tzorch shichavim es liboy, amasha begefes. Now, das the din. Mit afen Sinn haben alles Ding. Im loy kiv in, but nicht gar keinen Sinn zu paten die alle Sachen. What happens then? Is it terrible? Is it a problem? No. Tanai bezenhu sheyitroim alakol. Das steht der Gisse. Tanai bezenhu sheyitroim alakol. Wie kommt es in eine Insel zu geben? Das steht in Insel der Mishnah, Mem Aleph. Das steht in der Mishnah. Layimka, no mit Aleph, Mem Aleph und mit Aleph. Layimka, as Tivnoi, as Gaftoi, as Zugov, Limisha, and Emen al Maisid, Loitzim and Mashkin. Shouldn't sell it to somebody who's not an Emma. Vim Hoitzi, if he did it, so you give it to somebody who's not an Emma, Chaye b'Maisles, you have to take it off because you gave it to somebody who's not doing it, so that's the stone. Upotim in Atruma. What's the potim in Atruma? You gave it to somebody who's not an Emma al Maises, why you potim in Atruma? You have to be misakin the Truma. Shatoyim beliboy alakatoyim valatzdodim v'ama shebesech hateven. Because you have a mind to take off on all these places. So Mela, you did it for the Amoritz. The Amoritz ain't an Emon, so you did it for him. Look to play Moshe. לפי הטועים צריך שיהיה בליבוי, lifta es hakatoim v'hem hashibolim. What's the katoim? Shibolim shenigtu v'lo nidishu. You have these shafts that come off the tour. They have inside. They have the kernels, and that didn't come out. But mashiv b'tzidei harakri v'atvur shenishar b'seich hateven. The tour that's left over, but you don't see it. V'chein hatoim beis habad. So shechav mashiv b'seich hagefes. Things that are not apparent to you, but tell you Messiah, Shabbat, the guns, etc. You didn't have a mind, but was Zok the Premoshe, Shetanai Bezen who Shatrume who alakol. Shetanai Bezen is that the Trume is of the Ganzazak. So state the Loshen though in the Premoshe, but the Loshen in the Tesefta doesn't say Trume who alakol, it says Shetanai Bezen. So she happens liba al masha im lo kiven tonight bezn who she yitrem alakol. What's made the lotion she yitrem alakol? He didn't do it. So what's tonight bezn who she yitrem alakol? What's made those?
And also what is it mean that you need tonight bezn?
Because you don't have the tonight bezn and you don't have kavana in the step. Now there's the tonight bezn. So somehow the shreika. What does the tonight bezn do? If you didn't do it, it's not done. There's something how does this work? This was my besarubna and behind was vi abatus. How does this work? How does this night business work? Night business is by Mekadosh Shanisha, the Kedas Moshe Yisrael. So Moshe Yisrael, if you don't do it, I've created a bon kedushim. Come the Moshe Nishad. What? If you don't do it, Kedas Moshe Yisrael. Yeah, you don't do it like the Rebbeinu wants. The Rebbeinu said that kedushin is kedushin, and you agreed Kedas Moshe Yisrael. Was gemacht das am kedushin. Half gebezn the first at the side. Half gebezn has. You gave a pruta for an isha. You gave it to her. You mekadosh isha. Like the bezn. Like the chachamim. Fkir abonim kedushin. They mafkir the money. No kedushin. And a lady, right? This is a lady. Da steht dort nach einer. Das ist die mit der Chalila mit der Mamze. So how do you mit der Mamze? So one of the ways. What? No.
Sorry.
That's not gonna work. How does it work? So da din as what the Chomam gesagt war, that somebody is in Vatel Shliach. In Vatel Shliach for a get, Shliach before, no? Shliach, geschickt der Shliach for a get. And then he went and he's in Vatel Shliach. So the Shliach is not going to know that he's in Vatel Shliach. The woman won't know that he made it Vatel Shliach. She thinks she has a get, and she goes and gets married. The man is Mam Zayin B'Yisrael. And Chomam gesagt, Amy B'Stitus, the Rabbanan went, Afkina Rabbanan Kedushin Minay, they took off the Kedushin. Lemafrei, the whole kedushin from the first wife is annulled. Why? Because he went against the Chacham. The Chacham said, "Don't do this because it's come out of those." But ein megalon and it's nuishtet. But akaponim, that's tonight bezin. The bezin can machan azadach. So this versteht how it works. Because the Chacham said, "You're going to do this. It's nishkei kedush," and you agreed when you masked. Looks to chedan, looks to das Moshe Yisrael. So man, there's a maskim. So man, vet is half bezin. Wie vet is do with the trume. How does it come to Rumah with Tanai Bezin? He didn't have a mind. So how does the Tanai Bezin work? That's a bad Truma. And the Lashon here is Shrela, because he says, Imloi Kivin Tanai Bezin who Sheyitrim Alakod. Tanai Bezin who Sheyitrim Alakod. What does that mean? Sheyitrim Alakod. That's a Nishkatoni. He didn't take the Truma. So how does it work? Imloi, so look there, do the folder. Hoya b'shas shebol l'chiva ma'aser b'shus. No, that's something else. He doesn't say it goes with. The Rosh Tei do in the Gisa, the Goyin's Gisa in the Sefta. Im lo yikiv in Tanai Bezin hu sheyitroim alakoil hagoyis agro nimchak sheyitroim tzarich loima shetorim. Nishi Yitroim, that he has to do it. Shatorim. That's a better day. If we be a girl, the Shulchan Aruch, Shinamed Aleph, Sivkot Nechaf Aleph, Vegia Kinet Fas. So do state in the state Nabi Agro, though, in Shulchan Aruch, Shinamed Aleph. So long be a girl, but in Chaf Aleph. We make a gas, you take in a press. You have to have in mind al masha b'chatzanim, al masha b'zagim, as an empty of the truma. Hatorim es abor Just the Tosefta. So sheyicham es liba ma shebegafes im lo yikivin. And if you didn't do it, so what happens? Nai bezdenu shetorim alakol. Nishi yitroim shetorim alakol. He has in here the Friedman. He has the gist of the Gra was that takes out sheyitroim and puts in shetorim. Yitroim means you have to do it. Shvelach. I mean, you didn't do it. So, how does it work? This is the shtel. This is the arbiters. Then the Shulchan steht das so. Shulchan steht, ihm lo niskaven el torem stam. He had torem stam. Nicht pshat he had in mind not to do it. He didn't have in mind to do it. Nifta hakol shetnai bezin hu shatruma al hakol. The tnai bezin is the truma is of the ganze zach. So push it daf malan pshat l'choyre. That what it means is that automatically you want to do the truma kil chosay. Man shkat choshes na all trumas, right? So mat. That is a truma, but if it relies on the chacham, whatever chacham say, it should be truma. Those are nine truma. Shetnai beznu shehu truma. That's so they say those shetruma alakol. Shetnai beznu shetruma alakol. So it's not clear. But look at the Loshen Harambam in Perik Dalid Aloch Chaf Aleph. Toinim es hagoyin tzod shechabim es liboy. That's the ganze Tosefta. V'im lo niskaven el torem stam nifter hakol. Shetnai bezn hu shatruma al hakol. Tnai bezn is that when mentions truma, vet is truma of the ganze zach. Yeah, vet is truma of the ganze zach. So how does this work? So from the few kashas that the Chaim is, kemen a bissel verstehen. Look at this I do. Shetnai bezn hu. This is by truma. What's going on with Maisa? Why don't we say the same halacha by Maisa? So you don't say this by Maisa because Maisa is not believable. What?
It's a share.
It's a share, right? Very good, and it's not believable. It has to say it out, right? And he didn't do it. So the Chaya is good.
Want to give it?
No, okay. It doesn't say he doesn't want to give it. He said he didn't do it. He doesn't want to do it. If he doesn't want to do it, all bets are off. It's not going to be tuma. Ich meine das. Torem stam. He's torem stam. He had the lashon machabel. He didn't have a nishta. He forgot about it. He didn't have in mind. Didn't say anything. Then was nifta hakol. K'tnai bezin fills in his machshava and they do it to you. They say mistama. That's the easy way out. And you say mistama. You had in mind to do it the way the bezin wants, and so yeah, it works somehow. It works like this.
Even if he
Then we say that he did want it. He did want it, but here we're talking about. Yeah,
that he knew that he did the right thing. So.
Okay. If he said klachei seyofis, then it's good. But he didn't say klachei yosef. How does it work? And that's the one problem. The other problem is like this. Wustitz Maisa, yeah? So Maisa is saying you have to have a middle, you have to have how much you didn't do it, It's vetnish, right? The pstum is nechshel lechem. Okay, here a machlokes here. The Chaim brings a machlokes. B'ki Yisef mashma the dafke kol ma shelefonot. We'll say the Loshen Rambam is im lo niskaven elo torem stam nifter hakol als vet nifter. Everything is ported, right? The Chaim in the Derech Emunah, this is in the Sif Cotton Reish Yud Ches, ki Yisef mashma the dafke kol ma shelefonot nifter. V'loi ma she'ein lefonot kivin she'ein min hamukaf. So dim davzai min hamukaf, yeah? Not a problem. Mukav means it has to be in front of you. Davzayin dos dazach, yeah? It's not all the corners and all the places and all the cracks and crevices. How does that work? So even though that's the Lashon Tosefta, the Lashon Tosefta is that we're dealing with places which you don't see. Yeah. HaToidim es hagas, so shichav ma'liboy, amashe b'chatzanim, amashe b'zagim, not in front of you, it's hidden inside the shiboilim there. HaToidim es habor, so shichav ma'liboy, amashe b'gefes, im lo yikivim, HaToidim es hagoyin, so shichav ma'liboy, amashe b'kashim, amashe b'tevin, amashe b'tzdodim, amashe b'goyin, all these places.
It's all in the
It's in the field. It's out in the field. Okay. Look Chaim looked as he said he had the problem because I'm in a mukaf. I was in a mukaf. Ain't the hakshis b'doichi, right? So the v'lo yamash ain't the phone. Keep me shem in a mukaf. Shoin. Shetanai bezn hu shetruma ala koil. V'afilu Nosen echem meshishim akol advarim el kila rabbanim bezeh shlo yistachu losis aleim ashir kiven it's no ashir chitach is sakri that's not das chacham. Das chacham is like you said before. This do adin from ayin yofed that was echem meshishim echem me'aboim so do shum. So how do you get around that? Kiven lo chashivi vein lo lahachmir lazel litza shenimtze noisen lekoyin. Tevel the mices. Because that dafka b'truma gedoyle. Aber mices. Oh, the Chaim yes is this is truma gedoyle. Kivin should sort of lead. Why doesn't the Tosefta say anything about mices? Mices doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Kivin should sort of lead in b'midah. Ein chal al dvarim ilu. Sherei le'nosam aleim b'midah. You have to give the midah. As the Rabbi Father said, you have to do b'midah. You didn't do it. K'mosh koser rabbeinu pei beis mi'maise. Right? It doesn't work. And the Tosefta steht nicht, Rambam steht nicht, Shulchan Aruch steht nicht. It's only truma, nicht gemais. Look at Chaim, mi ubizvanenu. Today, but it goes on today. We don't give to the kohen anything. We get them good. Yeah. Shirak koivim mokum the ma'aser rishon ein mafrishon. You don't make afrosh. Bus tutzriyat. Efshe the gamal ma'aser is mahani atanai bel. What are they going to do? He's saying here, even today, bisman day, don't give anything. Helps you up. I used to do. I didn't, but I gave him 10%. We was the Runish gave him 10%. These arbiters, because you don't give anyway. So the time. So but there's not. When did this time doesn't come out? When was it made? When was it Mesugan? The man at the Tosefta. Sometime after the Gemara, between the Gemara and the Tosefta, that was das Mesaken gewesen. Heinz took. When did it happen? So included then already the nine später bismanenu that we're not giving momnish the kahanim to give the kahanim. We can't give the kahanim because it's the din that what we say that moitzv chayro baraya, right? So megetzenish. So now it became a tanai bezin included the meises. That was in the ikit takona. Doesn't explain exactly. V'yeshaimim sheim moyo klal al mashi shaloi aval im. Lokach mipeiris eilu v'hulo yoda shechavei lokach al zeh. So he has the pact in the line, but here in the Bir Halacha, he goes a little bit more expanding on this. Ayin b'day chamuna the udafka b'truma gedoyle avloy b'sham meises because it's not peikei the meises in the Mishnah. In the Mishnah states doch not being truma, right? Aber meises doesn't work. Why? The Mishnah is this question, right? Im hoitzi chai b'meises upotem not truma dafka truma. The Mishnah doesn't say it's not bezin, but interesting, very interesting. Shetach in the Mishnah is not bezin. Shetach in the Tosefta. But the only way to learn this Mishnah is what's the difference between Trumas and Meiser is because Truma has a Tanai bezin. Since this Mishnah is Chsurim Mechsa, missing. But Akabon, that's the pshat. So Ebazoi says beferish, Kamat, it's Chai b'Meiser. Meiser says b'Chayv. We came as Bezman, that's Chai b'Meiser when there was a din that we gave to the Kohen. So you don't go with it now. We don't make it Tanai bezin on that. But Bezman Hazeh, there's no din of Nesinas Kohen. Then he says the Chayre can zayin asiyat Tanai bezin is expanding on that. The have to understand what does this mean. How does it go today? There's no kohen, so you don't give the kohen. So you don't have the din of what Nesina in the 10%. So there, it's only boimit. So then we say now that the Tanai bezin on the Meiser also these are habits. Yes. So he brings a machlokes in this in the Bir Halacha. Because the Sefer HaMeiser v'Atruma, Sefer HaTruma, Perek Aleph, Sif Kot Nechof Aleph, the Bezmanenu, Sheim HaFrishon HaMeiser is Mamish, Rak Koivim Mekoimon, you kaveh the Mokum, you have a Kri Shem Bekri, Din HaMeiser is Kedin HaTruma. The Kavanosah, She'einu Moided, you don't make the Amida, Elo Oimer, Echad Masara Yeh Meiser Rishon. So that's it. V'yochel ha'hafish echad me'asara gam ha'mashe b'chatzanim echad me'asara she'yimafish even in the place that you don't see. K'may to the megadoyle. It means not a sefer mem ayin aleph. This is Shlomo Zalman. Kan sif cotton beis cholak olav the bishloime betrume she'en chelek hatrume mishtana avuzeh shayich t'nai bezin. Aber meistens she'tzorach lo yiseb al hashir lo yimetzina klal she'tik the chacham. Bewundert sich of them. But how can you do it? Because the Maisa, you didn't give the Maisa, and you didn't say anything, you didn't have mind to do it. So he's not asking that what I'm asking there's no time. Where's the Tanai bezin? So we're not Tanai bezin. Some place in the history between the Mishnah and the Tosefta was in the second Tanai Bezen gemacht at the corner, and that's it. Elamai bezogen also in the Tanai gelegen dort was jetzt mit der Mishnah. Mishnah steht nicht Meises, doesn't say anything about Meises. And bezogen that's what they meant. Bisman there's going to be an Esina to the coin. There's no Esina to the coin. So schwer gesagt zu sagen das. Weil die Schlachschis kiven she bisman Chazal lo have Tanai Bezen al zeh kemufurish b'Mishnah. The Mishnah Chaybe Meises, right? It only came between the Mishnah and the Tosefta. You want to Tanai Bezen on the Meise? Abelim is my name. Ain't Kain, ain't Chon Lasis Tanai Bezen. Keeping she Bezen like TikTok. We need a Mishnah safe.
I don't understand what do you need das for? If I'm saying I'm saying 10. This is 1/10 is Maestro, whatever Paris. So
You didn't do that. If you you have to have mind. Yeah, of course. You have to have a Kriya Shem. Nechshel Lechem to Ramaslim with the works. B'machshava. What? Huh?
Actually, here's the question with the mind. Action is better than the words.
Action is better than the words, right?
I would think words better than
Okay, but I'll but you need a frosher. You have frosher believe. You need to have a frosher believe. So how's it working? The shade does
10%, whatever's in.
But the Mishnah says the time Bezdin on Trum and Nishav Maisa was committing against the Mishnah. This fake. How can you go in? The time what?
I'm saying without tonight Bezdin. If I'm saying 10%, so 10%. That's what I'm saying.
You're saying 10% wherever it is.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying, right?
I didn't think of that.
You didn't think of that. So that's what you're saying. So if you do that, it's good.
So what happens? Let's say it's less than there's no 9 chulakim right here. There's only 8.
Let's look into the stuff. What's the case? The case is that's what you have to do. What you're saying is exactly what you're supposed to do. And if you did that, fine and well. Everything's good. Side the truma, side the mises, it's a machov. Later. Im loav, he didn't do it. Im loikivin. That's what we're talking about. He didn't have a mind. The copper given right? No, didn't do it. He didn't do it. 1 minute, he didn't do it. Nicht kan truma, nicht kan it is nicht getin. Steht in the Mishnah, da war die chayiv meise, you put in truma. He didn't do it. Zog the Tosefta, why you put on the truma? Because Bezdin took care of it for you. Bezdin knows people, the coppers are in there. They made a time Bezdin, Yoach got kabbalah, nicht got kabbalah. It works because we fill in for you. Fine. How does it work? This is a problem. How does it work? But Al Kaponim, now you come to... But Meises Shetek Beferish in the Mishnah, Chai B'Meises. We're not going to help you on the Meises. We're not filling in for you at Tanai Bezdin in the Meises. As Shetek Beferish. Comes again the Sefer Meises, the Sefer Truma, and it's like, Tani Milis, Siwen Bisman Doten, then Siwen Doten, everybody had to do it themselves. Bisman said the coin is all of a sudden not involved anymore. We don't give it to the coin because of the Tumah, because he has a Cheskas moment. And we say Moisech Ve'el Barai, that's why we don't give it to the Kohen. So if the Kohen is not around, the Kohen is not in the picture, then we say that the Tanai Bezdin works on everybody. And the Kohen is not a factor, because we say Moisech Ve'el Barai, he's not getting anything, right? So, but I have to be mafresh, right? If I'm not mafresh, that's a tevel, So you're telling me on the Truma Chavat Tanai Bezdin that it becomes all of a sudden, it's Torim. It's Torim. So that's Nitram. Not I have to do it, so there's the Gisef in the Kohen, Because in the Gisa of the Sefta is much more complicated. He says, Sheyitrem alakol. Tanai Bezdin, Sheyitrem alakol. What means Tanai Bezdin, Sheyitrem alakol? Who's doing this? Look, the Goyen is a mistake. So Tosefta is. And Madav Goyen is saying, though, that means that it becomes Truma. The Abed is the Truma. This is a problem. So Reb Chaim, so Ma'aser Shteitnish. So how does Reb Chaim is not zufrieden with this, with the Truma, Tanai Bezdin, Bisman Hazeh on the Ma'ases. Okay, Zuk the Yasab Chaim Azay. Tzarech Loime, Shahakal Toimim, like this. This we spoke about yesterday, but the Zuk the Chaim says it beferish. Shahakal Toimim Adas Bezdin. Punkta Lei Bekadushin Das Moshe. So everybody makes Truma. Zuk the Chaim Muzayin. The pshat is you have in mind Adas Bezdin. Shet Chaim from the Nuschoi Shtei Toicha. Das I said it yesterday. The Nuschoi Chazonish episode. The Kitzah Al Buchma. It's the Ma'aser everything, but Zuk that's the way it works. Adas Bezdin. Will I have a dwan shebelev? This is can dwan shebelev. Because zu yesh lishul gam ken kan echiv kira bon is the table v'tiru table alma. How did the Chacham do this? Table. Al kain shegam kan hakavona sheois. This is on truma. Sheois al das bezdin. Mizmen zogen wegen der kasha zukt der Chaim. You have to say that people when they give truma they do al das bezdin. V'das Chacham vada sheyitla truma. So That's how it works. And that's why it's Totem. That's the Lashon from the Rambam. It is also like Beznhu Shatruma ala Kol. Shetnai Beznhu Shatruma ala Kol. He doesn't use the Lashon of the Tosefta. Shetotem. He says Shetnai Beznhu Shatruma ala Kol. The Truma the bench get Shetnai Beznhu. So when you give the Truma, that's probably what you have in mind. Look to Chaim. B'das Chacham B'Badai Sheyitul HaTruma Gam Al Zeh Kidei Shelo Yovel L'Dei Takol. V'lo Yishiyit HaKanas Chacham Miuchedes Al Zeh Rak Svarhu Shedaitu L'Kach V'Afilu Hu Hedjid as an Amoritz. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know about Tanai Bezdin. The Weissen was Titzlach when they come in Ebbetson. But he says, I'm relying on the Chacham. V'Afilu Hu Hedjid B'Vadei Daiti K'Moshe Royu Miu B'Maises Ki Mishenos and Pochas Mikashir. He's not giving anything but the Maises, right? B'Vadei Ein Daiti Al Zeh. He doesn't have a mind on the Maises to do such a thing. Gedas Chachamim. Okay, that's a Chaim Zukta.
Again, it's even a chumrah. By truma, it's not a chumrah because it's only a kula because it's a kosher. The chitach is but by meisters,
let's just finish the words. Let's just finish the words. Let's just finish.
It's kula no chumrah, but it's also chumrah.
Habik. Listen, it's going to be meiser in my table. Listen, it's going to push this out. Huh? You can't eat it. You can't eat it. Chamol gefragt op Chaim, and once I forgot to make a prusel. I forgot to make a prusel. Oh, Chaim, listen, weißt du, musst du, it's nicht gut, sagt er. Good. Not everything has an answer. Sagt er, wir haben koime behedje, shein daite al zeh. On the Meister, he's saying that ain't daite al zeh. Begamim yoime sheroitze, and now you're going to say you want it because now you want to eat, right? Is like mahani, kivin shenos and pochas mikashir, what you just said before, you're not giving the 10%. Lefi zeb, by Trum is also Pachas Mikashir, but Akaponim Chita Achas Poit is like, hey, Mikadadina. But here, Mikadadina, you got to give the 10%. So, Shrella, Fi Zeb is my name, B'lei Shayach, B'vadai Daita, Gamal HaMaisa, Shiyochel Gamal Zeh, Kedei Shelo Yovel, Daita Kola, V'lei Have Dvarim Shebelev, the Have Umdin in the Mucha, Kamoyz Ben Zmaneyam, Al Truma. So it looks like over here, he wants to come out at the end. Hey, Shemaitim Shemori B'chomi, look to Rabbi Yashiv. Yeah, but es sagt du auf die ganze Sache. Masche Pikl goid mit deiner Eretz, sie efsche hafrisch klar ala belua, quartirani mit dem Koid la Meister Zorchin mit dem Polzer, the Meister bleibt der Zorchin. But the Zorchin meine von dem Chaim ist, was ich gewinne hat Tanai Bezen. So das steht befehlt was Tanai Bezen. Wie arbeit genau die Tanai Bezen? He wants to say there's no other way around it to say that a man shouldn't sin. He wants to do it kedas kachom. That's what the time bezin means. Okay, but the fight is not by meises, by truma, by meises the cheshtad, right? You don't find it by meises because it's shed beferish in the Mishnah. Meises arbeitet nicht, so it doesn't work by meises. We over some bisman as that over some it changes.
There's no moment. Maybe no problem because for the moment, but today there's no moment.
Well, what's it with the table with the surim?
The surim is enough.
But that's only because it was a Tanai Bezdin. That's in Stock and Tanai Bezdin. We have it. Okay. The Mishnah forget. That's the problem. That's the problem. First of all, drink a Mishnah, we get all steam, but Mishnah not the Meister.
That's what he's saying. It's only just my name.
The Mishnah changed now. Now we came to Tanai Bezdin.
There's no moment.
I'm all the Rabbi Genush, I'm all the Kashu, Besi with the Teres. I'm like with the Kashu.